Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Dine with World. I hope you guys are having a wonderful and a very blessed Ramzan, and like you guys know that every single day PTV World is bringing you brand new recipes with Dine with World, and I am your host Ayesha Jamal, and every single day I am joined by a different, a new, a very talented chef of Serena Hotel Islamabad, and today I have the privilege of working with Chef Shakeel, and he's going to teach us some wonderful recipes that we can make for Sehri and for Aftari. Welcome to the show, Chef.
Okay.
And how are you doing?
Yes, fine. And you?
Okay, wonderful. So guys, without wasting any more time, we will start our show. And Chef, what are we making for our viewers today?
Yes, today make it is a French toast
Okay.
and fresh fruit salad.
Okay, wonderful. That sounds very tempting. And guys, this is a perfect recipe and a perfect dish that you can make for your kids for Sehri. You can eat it yourself, and everybody loves French toast. So I hope you have your notepads and your pens ready. We are moving on to the recipe card. The ingredients for French toast with fruit salad are cooking oil 6 tablespoons, white bread 4 slices, eggs 2, milk 1 small cup, sugar 2 tablespoons, cinnamon powder 1 teaspoon, maple syrup 30 grams, apple 30 grams, strawberry 30 grams, papaya 30 grams, sweet melon 30 grams, and mint 5 grams. Now that we're back from the recipe card, I hope you guys have noted all the ingredients down, and I'm sure these French toasts are going to taste absolutely divine. Everybody loves them, whether it's kids or whether it's adults. Everybody loves eating French toasts for their breakfast, and along with that, especially while keeping Ramzan in mind, our chef has prepared a wonderful recipe which is going to be full of nutrition, and it will be an energy booster for the day as well. So chef, what do we have to do to start this recipe?
Yes, firstly start the make the fruit salad.
Okay.
Then after the make the French toast.
Okay, great.
Yes, firstly take the fruits, apples.
Okay. And chef, I think this is a very nice recipe in which mothers can feed their children the necessary fruits that they need to eat, and otherwise kids are usually very fussy when it comes to eating vegetables and fruits, but this is a great way in which you can make sure that your kids are getting the right diet that they need. And especially when it comes to Ramzan, you really need a lot of strength, a lot of energy, which is usually in fruits and vegetables. And this is a wonderful recipe in which you can stay healthy throughout the day. And this is a perfect dish that you can eat for Sehri. Instead of going for oily parathas or oily things, make sure you have a healthy start to the day.
Some apple.
Okay. And the sweet melon?
Yes, sweet
Okay.
melon.
And this is a very simple yet a very fantastic recipe. Our chef is using a variety of fruits, and they will go really well with the French toasts. And chef, while we're chopping the fruits, is it okay if we preheat a pan that we're going to make the French toast
Yes.
in? And we can always chop these fruits beforehand. You can chop them before, once you're done with Iftari, to use for Sehri the next day. And now the papaya.
One small piece,
Okay. So guys, we just need a little bit of papaya, and you can see how beautifully our chef is chopping and dicing these fruits.
And remove the seed.
Okay. Guys, be sure to remove all of the seeds from the fruits that you're using. And guys, this is a wonderful recipe. It is simple, it's not going to be very time consuming, and we already have a variety of fruits in the house, especially in Ramzan when we're making fruit chaat. So why don't you save some fruits for the sehri as well, and make sure you have a healthy start to the day. And now our chef is chopping some strawberries, and every kid loves strawberries, and this is a perfect way in which you can keep your family healthy as well throughout Ramzan.
Fruit is done.
Okay, great.
Secondly, make the mixture
Okay.
for French toast mixture.
So guys, once the fruit is done, make sure that you use fresh bread
one
for making French toast.
milk.
And chef, how much milk have you added?
1 cup.
Okay. So guys, make sure to add about 1 cup of milk into a bowl.
Yes. 2 eggs.
Okay. And this is a very simple recipe, and at the same time it's going to be very yummy as well.
Add the cream.
Okay. And in French toast, I guess it's all about the batter, because that's the first thing that you taste when you eat French toasts.
Cinnamon powder, 1 teaspoon.
I think this is a very wonderful ingredient. A lot of kids like cinnamon these days, so this is going to give the same flavor as that of a cinnamon.
Icing sugar.
Okay. And that's about 2 teaspoons of icing sugar?
Yes.
Okay. And guys, you can see how simple all of the ingredients are, yet at the same time it is going to make something very tasty. And always make sure that once you add the French toast onto the pan is sufficiently hot. And you can see how perfectly our chef has whisked
Yes,
the
batter is
batter. You
ready.
don't want any lumps to be there.
So take the bread.
Okay.
Remove the side.
And chef, is it always a good idea to use fresh bread for making French toast?
Yes, fresh bread.
And then we can always use the edges to make breadcrumbs. So
triple oil, 2 to 4 tablespoons.
okay. So we're just going to shallow fry
Yes.
the French toasts. And we're going to fry them on medium heat?
Yes, medium heat.
Because the bread is already cooked, it's basically the batter or the coating that we're focusing on cooking. And Chef Shakeel has come up with a wonderful recipe that is not only healthy, but it is very light as well. And everybody loves eating fruits, and the best way to start your day in Ramzan is to start it healthy by eating something light. And this is a perfect recipe that you should definitely try for your family and your friends and for yourself for Sehri. It's a perfect breakfast.
Nicely. Starting the toss. Firstly deep.
Okay. And the cinnamon powder is actually going to bring a lot of sweetness into our toast. French toasts are always very yummy, very healthy. You can eat them with various syrups, and I'm sure our chef is using a maple syrup today. You can always add chocolate syrup. There's so many ways in which you can cook
Just
French
change the
toast.
side.
And I think it takes very less time in order to prepare.
Yes.
And we can see the beautiful goldenish brown color that is forming on top of the French toasts.
Nice color.
It looks absolutely beautiful, and French toasts are loved throughout the world. And this is a very different and a very nice recipe. And I really hope that you guys give us your feedback about how you're enjoying the show and whether you're trying out the recipes that we're bringing every single day for you in this holy month. And the aroma that is coming from the cinnamon and the sugar, it's absolutely wonderful. And now is the time for the presentation, and Chef Shakeel is an expert when it comes to preparing presentations or garnish.
Okay. It's done.
And the aroma that is coming from the French toast is very sweet, it's very delicious, and at the same time it's very inviting as well. And I can see that our chef is presenting the French toasts with maple syrup. Is that maple syrup?
Yes, maple syrup.
And can we use any other syrup that we want, chocolate syrup or caramel syrup?
Nice. It's ready.
Wonderful. And guys, you can see how beautiful these French toasts look. The color is absolutely amazing. The aroma that is coming from the fruits and from the French toast is absolutely divine. And you can serve it to your kids for breakfast, serve it to your family, eat it yourself for sehri. It is very nutritious, and it is something something very different as compared to what we eat for sehri. Avoid eating oily foods. Try this wonderful yet simple and nutritious recipe. And I hope you guys stick around for the rest of the show, because our chef is going to show us another dish that we can make for iftar. Welcome back after the break, guys, and like you know that this is a very special Ramzan transmission of Dine with World that you get to see every single day. And in the start of the show, our chef prepared a wonderful food item that you can eat for sehri, and those were French toasts. And now he's going to prepare the main course, and I'm sure he's going to make something very special for us now. And chef, what are we making?
To make is mozzarella cheese pakora.
Wonderful. And especially when it's iftar time, a lot of people, they love opening their fast with dates and pakore, and this is a wonderful way in which you can make them. So guys, we are moving on to the recipe card, and do note down all the ingredients. The ingredients for mozzarella cheese pakora are cheese 120 grams, besan 150 grams, water 1 cup, red chili powder 1 teaspoon, salt 1 teaspoon, fresh coriander 20 grams, ketchup 40 grams, mint 10 grams, fresh lemon 20 grams, fresh tomato 20 grams, cooking oil 2 cups, white zira 10 grams, dry coriander 10 grams. Guys, we're back from the recipe card, and as you can see that the ingredients are very simple. I know it gets really hard if while you're fasting you have to go out and especially buy something in the market, but these ingredients will already be available at home. It's a wonderful way to make pakore for your iftari, and let's see how we're supposed to go around with this recipe. So chef, what are the things that we need?
Yes, is a fresh mozzarella and coriander, zira, red chili powders.
Wonderful.
And besan.
So the basic ingredients that we usually use while making pakore, and the best part about these pakoras are the cheese that we're using. So can we use any specific cheese, or should it always be mozzarella cheese?
No, mozzarella cheese.
Okay, because I know that I tried making it once with cheddar cheese and it all melted, in the pan. So guys, always make sure that you use mozzarella cheese while you're frying it.
As a little bit chilled,
Okay. Okay, so we can leave it in the fridge for a bit, and then we can use it. Okay, great.
Okay. Firstly, make batter.
And I guess with a pakora, it's all about the batter.
Yes, besan.
Okay.
1 cup.
And chef, what should we usually aim for? Should we aim for a thick batter while making pakora? Should it be thin or something? Something in the middle.
Middle.
So
Try
guys, make
coriander.
sure that you're adding the same ingredients that a chef is. He's added basin,
Zira,
zira, coriander,
red chili powder,
red chili powder.
little bit salt, and add the water.
Okay. And how much water are we using?
1 cup.
Okay. And guys, it's always better to whisk the batter with a whisk rather than using a fork or a spoon. And if you use your hands, that's even better. And basically all of the spices are dependent on how you prefer your food to be, whether you like it very spicy. You can obviously vary the spices.
Yes, this little spice. Batter is done.
It is a wonderful, smooth and a very rich batter. If you guys can see that the consistency is not too thick and not too thin, it is something in the middle. So this is the perfect way in which you can make a crispy pakore.
Chip the cheese.
Okay. And chef, how long should we preheat the oil for
Yes,
before adding
medium
our
heat.
Okay. So guys, once the oil is hot enough, slowly add in the cheese dipped in a generous amount of batter and gently add it into the oil. And make sure that you guys use mozzarella cheese instead of any other cheese because it won't melt, and make sure you chill it a little bit beforehand before you start frying it. And this is a wonderful and a very different style of making pakore, and if you have an iftar party planned, you can easily make the recipes that we bring to you every single day. And do give us your feedback. You can always write to us if you have a special request for our chefs, if you want them to make something, to teach you a recipe of any kind, and make sure you do write to us, and we will be very sure to consider it. We are always open to any form of criticism, whether it's positive or any of that sort. But make sure that you do give us your feedback, and the link will be given below. You can always write to us. You're more than welcome to.
Let's change the side.
And guys, once you've placed the pakore into the pan, make sure that you keep on changing the sides. You want it to be done from all corners. So guys, make sure that once you add the pakore into the pan, you keep on turning them. You really want all of it to be cooked through. And we can see that the pakore are starting to change their color. The cheese is starting to melt and it looks beautiful. And whenever you're using oil, make sure that you're careful, especially if you have kids around in the house. Make sure that you don't leave anything on the edges of the kitchen counter. And chef, we can eat this with any dip that we want, any dip of our choice.
Yes.
But I think ketchup is the best option. Or most people like to eat it with chutney or raita.
Yes. But ketchup is better.
Okay. And the cheese is starting to melt, and it is overlapping with the batter, and the pakora look so beautiful. This is the first thing that I'm going to taste for iftari today, and I'm sure it's going to taste absolutely wonderful. And we can see how the cheese has started to melt, and the batter has formed a wonderful golden yellow color. So guys, make sure that you don't fry them for too long, otherwise all of the cheese will ooze out. And chef, how long should we fry these cheese pakoras for?
Only 1 minute.
Okay, so we just basically want the outer layer to be fried and golden brown?
Yes. Some curd.
guys, once your pakore have been fried to perfection, make sure that you garnish it well. And Chef Shakeel is an expert when it comes to presenting his dishes and garnishing them. I really hope that you do take tips from him, that you use his tips. ये मैं दोबारा बोल दूँ? And Chef Shakeel is an expert when it comes to garnishing and presenting his food, and I really do hope that you use his ideas and his style of presenting food, because it is very impressive.
Strong.
Great. And guys, you can see how beautiful these pakore look, and you can see that the batter has turned into a wonderful yellow goldenish color, and the cheese is oozing out from the middle. And I'm sure anyone who loves cheese, I'm sure a lot of people love cheese, this is the perfect recipe that you can make for iftari for your friends and family. I am definitely going to try this at home. I really hope that you guys try this recipe too. I really hope that you guys watched the entire show, because I had a lot of fun. Our chef made two wonderful dishes for us. The first one that can be used for sehri as a very healthy breakfast, even on a daily basis. He made wonderful French toasts, which look spectacular as well. And along with that, he made a very healthy fruit salad. And these French toasts can be eaten in sehri or whenever you want to have breakfast on a regular day. You can eat that. And apart from that, for iftar, he made something very special. And a lot of people like eating pakore. There are so many ways in which you can make them, but today our chef made some mozzarella cheese pakoras, and you can see how beautiful they look, and the batter has been fried perfectly, and you can see the cheese is oozing out. And for anyone who likes cheese, and whoever is anticipating, whoever is looking forward to iftari with anticipation, this is the perfect thing that you can serve them with. I really hope that you guys watch our show every single day, as this is a special Ramzan transmission in this holy month. And do keep watching P2E World and tune in every single day. Thank you so much, Chef Shakeel, for your valuable time and making such wonderful things for us for iftari.